Hello and welcome back to Fenton Central. Okay, so following on from the last video, I've done a little more in this area here. I've finished off this embankment and also I've finished the scenery up to the end of this bit here. Plenty more to do on there, but we're getting there slowly. Just show you from the front there. I've still not done that little bit there and the little wall. I really must get that done. So moving around here, you'll see that I've also been doing this area. Initial scenery is on here, and also these areas here that you can see. The eagle-eyed of you will notice that that point disappeared. Obviously that's where it came out there and went all the way up to the top. So following on from my perusals on the last update, I've decided to take out this line, this single line here. It goes all the way up there, and that was this one here. You can't see it very well from there. But that was the exit really. But if you notice just above there, I've actually popped in just there a crossover. What I'll also be doing is putting another point in there, which will connect to this line here. I was going to do it the other way, but I've decided to put it there. I think that's where I'm going to stick with that. I think so. Anything that's coming back out will come out on the outside line, which is, I suppose, the correct line really. But I'm not going to connect this line here to this one. I'm just going to leave it separate. Now what I'll do with this one is I'll run it down here, probably to the end of the board there, and I can use that for storage or for pulling out the coaches from the terminus. They can use that line to come all the way down here and then push in the stop back up for the next train. Similarly, what I'll do with that line, when it comes off here, I'll pop a point in it and I'll have another siding down here just for some storage as well, which will probably, I don't know, I may go a little bit further, who knows. So I'll have a little bit of storage there, but at least that will enable all trains to come in from this point here excuse me, and they will all be able to go down that line, and also will also all be able to come back down that line as well. Not exactly prototypical, but most of it's behind this area here, so you can't see it that well. But I'm okay with that. So they'll get in and get out of the station area, and also the sidings as well, which is what I should have done in the first place. I could have probably done it differently here. Maybe I will. What do you all think? What do you think I should do? Do you think I should leave it as is? Or do you think I should go with my original plan? Obviously that's where the point was originally. I could have connected it back to this second line maybe, or I suppose I could have left that in, put a point there and a point here. But the thing is, I've got a problem with all these tunnels here, and I think if I can take that centre one out, it'll be much easier to just get these tunnels in. It won't look as daft. I mean, I've got away with it on this lift out area here, although they're next to each other. I think they look okay. Not ideal, but at this side the lines are quite a bit further apart, as you can see here. These are the double tracks, so they'll be a lot further apart. And similarly at this side, obviously I've gone ahead of myself and started ripping all sorts out, as you can see, but I can put that back in. So the other tunnels will probably be somewhere there. So I probably won't use a lift out section. I might just build it. We'll see. So what do you think? Am I doing the right thing here, or should I do what my first plan was, to use that original one, pop a point in there and connect it to this line and still have all those tunnels. I think that's not a good idea, so I think I'll probably go with that. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll do some more scenery down at the bottom, and I'll give you an update shortly. Right, so what I've done thus far is I've taken out the line just to that point there. That's where the feed is, just there. I may leave it at that point there, and I've decided that I'm going to go, or certainly try, with bridges first. So I'm going to try and put a bridge across here and one across here. I'll probably build that up a bit there, that mound, and fill this in here, possibly put some trees on just to block out the whole thing. And just down there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a tunnel mouth, and I've been building up all this side down here, just with all the usual bits of rubbish down there. I really need to get a pointer. I think I've actually got one somewhere, just bear with me. You can follow me around to this bit here. Oh, looking at the floor while I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of a stick. I'm quite liking how that's looking now. We're getting there. So my little stick. So there's a tunnel mouth there, and I'm going to pop the other one about there. The piece that's just pinned in there with the cocktail sticks, this will be the lift out section just for that tunnel. Obviously it's just the return loop, so it won't be in use that often, but if anything gets stuck in there, I will need to lift it up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the farm on this piece here. I did have if you remember, round about there was a bridge, a foot bridge over there. Won't be needing that now, because obviously the pathway down to that field over there can come just off the back of this farm here. So there'll be a farm there. That's quite a nice place to put it, I think. And of course all this will then be open, which I think is a lot better than having this whole area under tunnels, especially when there's another tunnel just here. What I've also done is I've just put the wing walls in there. They're done now. I think what I need to do before I do anything else there is ballast. I ballast all this. I've done a little bit here. I've done a bit just into the tunnel there, so I need to finish that ballasting off, probably up to about there, and I'll leave that there for now. And then I'm going to have to think about doing this water in here before I do anything else. I think I could probably do this bit here, but I really need that water in and set before I start doing scenery around it, or I'll just end up stuck in the resin or varnish, whichever I use. I'm not sure yet. So that's where we are at the moment. What I'll do is I'll carry on here. Lots more landscaping to do, so I'll crack on, and I'll show you shortly where I've got to. Right, so what I've done is I've just finished off this pathway here up to the bridge, and I'm just starting to do the bridge. The bridge actually does just pop out of there. I'm not going to fix it permanently until I've done the water. I just thought I'd get this little bit in here, and I think that looks pretty good. Moving on around here, I've reduced the height of this over here. It was probably somewhere up there. I've reduced it down, and I've brought the plaster cloth in just up to that point there, just there, and I'll still need to do a little bit further around there. But as you can see, I've started putting in the bridges. Decided to do it in two parts, but have them slightly different. The standard Pico sides, and and I'll show you from the other side. Lots of work still to do there, the various abutments and whatnot. I've also sprayed this track down here, all along there, up until where the water is. Let me just move these bits out of the way. So I've also done a little bit more here. I can't remember if this was in last time I showed you, but just up to there. I'm going to leave this little bit here because there is a piece that's going to be going on there which is going to be fixed, but I'm not going to do that until the final piece of track is put in there, which I've actually purchased an auto reverse module, but it's not arrived yet, so that's on the back burner for now. I've also done some plaster cloth down there, if you can see, but I'm not going right up to the bridge until all the abutments in, which is why there's bits of it not done yet. But I think we're getting there slowly but surely now. Once I get this board here done, that's probably about a third of what I'll need to do in terms of scenic completion, I suppose you could call it. Plans here will be retaining walls just along there, and probably all the way down there, over to way back there where the point is somewhere over there for the return. That's going to come across there on those bridges and run along back here, but that's going to be for a future episode. But I think we'll leave it here for now for this update. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you'll join me again for an update next month. Bye for now.